Thank you, everyone. So good to be here. My name is Daniel Forchio. I have the honor of leading Represent Justice, an organization that is turning stories into action to change the justice system and end mass incarceration. As an organization, we work with directly impacted movement leaders, and we have an ambassador program of 20 individuals who served collectively over 300 years in the system. We launched as an impact campaign alongside the Warner Brothers film Just Mercy. Shout out Brian Stevenson for those who know. We're able to do over 600 community activations and advance legislation in 3 different states, JLWOP legislation in Ohio, Clean Slate legislation in Michigan, and voting rights legislation in California. Shout out Prop 17, 2020. We now carry out our work through two different types of storytelling, so we continue to organize impact campaigns around documentary films that touch on issues of mass incarceration, and we also have system-impacted storytelling where we produce original content with people who've been impacted by the justice system, and that's what I want to talk with you about today, the importance of authorship. So why is it important to really have authentic stories about the justice system when it comes to ending mass incarceration? How many people here have ever set foot inside of a prison? Not Alcatraz, don't try it. Okay. Well, we know for most people, their phones, media, the articles that they read is the closest that they will ever get to stepping foot inside of a prison system. And so for everyone else, their stories are often trivialized, sensationalized, or obstacle-based in framing. And so imagine for a second what the world would look like if every film, television show, and news article about incarceration was told from the perspective of someone with lived experience. Imagine how the public's understanding of incarceration would change. How would they vote? How would they think? Who would they elect? How would incarceration change? So we're developing an ambassador program model where we're training people, providing mental health support, creative storytelling grants, co-producing short film content, message testing, polling, doing paid speaking engagements, hooking people up with TV creators, showrunners, writers, all in an effort to build narrative power around the system. One such ambassador is April Grayson. April was born into the foster care system. She bounced around from foster care home to foster care home, was failed by every public health system that should have helped her, and then was incarcerated at the age of 19. She recently co-produced a film called Little April, where she walks through the alternative vision for what could have been. Screened it for District Attorney Gascon in a room full of legislators, and is now going to be used to enhance legislation that allows judges to raise awareness around legislation that allows judges to take the victimization that she went through into consideration when sentencing. And there's a quote from District Attorney Gascon saying, "The film crystallizes who we are when it comes to kids in our criminal legal system. People like me can try to articulate how the system is broken, but there is nothing like the true storytellers. The people that can walk this journey with you and tell you what it's like for them." So April's film is now being used as a tool, and it's being streamed on Quelly TV, where she'll be paid every time it's watched. I need your help to do more. The time is right. The system has a big footprint, and we're seeking $1 million over 2 years to double the size of this program. Thousands of hours of mental health support, thousands of hours of trainings, dozens and dozens of community activation events, advocacy actions, and perhaps most importantly, generating compensation for people with a lived experience, making sure that they can self-determine through story. Thank you so much.